Recorded. Yeah.
I'm sorry, but like right there, Swimmy saying, "Oh yeah, you only covered half the area." I'm sorry, 20 of us did not cover a 1 kilometer fucking line. Surprisingly enough, we did not spread out 50 meters per man.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. If we covered anything, it was like that. If anything, I don't know why I put that in.
I can't be the
Like
only one who
side.
found the AI really accurate. Like, really accurate.
Oh yeah, they were
Yeah.
stupidly accurate.
Might be to do with the Swimmy mentioned as headless client issues.
I'll see if I can actually draw in the.
They said it reset
exact
orders, maybe it reset the difficulty as well. I've no idea though.
Where are you, retard?
We came
How did
this
everyone?
way. No, we didn't. We
Yeah.
didn't even go that far.
No, we went in
that
and then
way, then
we
that
had-
way. We went up there, engaged enemies up onto this hill, came up to that hill, came around this hill, moved into the open, stepped on mines. So I think we stepped on mines about here, and then we came back, came across that hill, moved up to here, and then got wrecked.
probably.
So put a space like 100 meters either side of that, and that is as much as we scouted.
I mean, I don't think we could have done it even if. I mean, okay, if we had the entire unit going through that area, combing it one end to the other, then yeah, probably could have done it. But
This
squads.
area was way too wide for 2 squads.
If we had a battalion,
yeah,
Third squad was like here, and you guys were like, oh, this way. In blue.
God fucking damn it, where did he go? Motherfucker.
yeah.
That's
I mean,
another thing. If we're actually supposed to be working with a squad, then why doesn't that? Well, we need to stick with that squad because I have absolutely no idea where third was half the time.
They were just east of you, like 100 meters east. All the, at
100
all
meters
times.
is outside of 100 meters is outside of voice range.
Yeah, that's
unless we're
why-
on like full volume.
Yes, well,
And
no,
sometimes-
it's in whistle range.
yeah, and sometimes out of visual range as well,
Yeah.
especially
They
with
were
all these
within-
trees. And...
I
Trees
would
was
say
really
it's
cursed.
60 to 100 meters view pretty much the entire time.
I was running in between you guys.
You could
all
always
the time.
you could always see them.
Yeah.
At the,
Thank
Sometimes.
you, Magic Talking Barrel.
No
Fucking
problem.
hell.
how were the medical settings? I told
I
us.
think drop hunt.
For me, I noticed them being okay.
I mean, people didn't instantly die this time.
No, there was a couple of times I did notice that people were. Okay, random death. There was a few people that were in the standard armor coma for a few. Like near the end of that, when I was running through the woods back to you.
definitely still getting knocked out by shock damage. Like not even
Yeah.
like serious damage. Like if you get shot in the arm by a 7.92 round, you're going unconscious no matter what.
Fair enough, the landmine completely fucking me up, but that when we were at the fucking bit where we got ambushed when third squad was moving out, when I checked my wounds, when I was when I woke back up, my chest was slightly hit, but I think that was because I got planked by shrapnel. But I was unconscious for about 5 minutes because I got shot in the leg.
Yeah, it's shock damage.
Well, some of the other bits, it was there for for some of the corpses. Well, not even corpses. It was a fair few times. Reviving, well, not even reviving, medicing. If someone was shot in an arm or a leg and they were down for say like the 2 minutes of that, even without them fully bleeding out or even losing a lot of blood, it was giving me the no heart rate. So I was sitting doing CPR or helping Ned try to get them back into a stable condition because apparently a small scratch on your arm is coma worthy.
Okay.
Info on how your CLS did today. Ned was a babe. Born
Yeah.
in best medic.
Yeah, he always is. Molodoy, you had the bandages. How did you fare?
They actually went a lot better than the last time I used them. I mean, most of the chest wounds, one packing bandage was actually getting them right back up to snuff, so I wasn't sitting literally ramming my jacket inside their chest.
Yeah.
But no, other than like what Kuzmin's saying with the unconscious and getting a scratch on your arm and all that crap and being knocked out, the bandages seemed pretty fine.
Having
how
packing
d-
bandages helps because
Oh,
like
yeah.
it doesn't take 6 basic bandages to stop a like light scratch. You can just put
Yeah.
1 packing bandage on it and it fixes it.
I think one of the ace medical settings are a bit messed up. I think still the majority of the issue is the unit accuracy. I felt it was quite high. I do think that could be to do with, as Sumi mentioned, the headless client was resetting the unit. Means it might be resetting the difficulty of the unit as well, which would make sense.
Yeah.
Overall, I feel as though the idea for the op was good. It's just
The execution.
the execution wasn't fantastic. I feel as though what would people say is peak op we've done as a squad? I would probably say the one where we were separated and in the French forest and it was snowy.
That was beautiful.
No, I
That's
wasn't even at the.
That's kind of peak op in my opinion. I feel as though we need more concentrated, simpler objectives, more light skirmishes, and then just a gradual build up. Because in my opinion, the op didn't really build up to anything. If you know what I mean? Like what was
What
the
you
one
mean
where
walking through the woods for whatever that was, like an hour
3
and a
kilometers,
half,
yeah.
and then suddenly getting blasted by 4 squads that we didn't even know were there.
Yeah, I
At least
feel
you got
as
to
though
that
with
point.
like the one with the French op, it built up as we were slowly engaging kind of infantry in the woods, and then we had to clear a town. Then it just all kind of a gradual build up. That's what I feel as though was lacking this op. I have confidence that the next op will be better. It's once in a million years these kind of really shitty ones.
Oh, I won't lie, everything merges together at one point. The only thing I remember is being young and being a rifleman. And then now I'm a squad leader, and it's all...
I
You do.
remember the ROA op where we were like the Battle of the Bulge.
Yeah.
Like that was actually enjoyable, where we were steadily advancing through a forest, and it was just steady light skirmishes, but we were constantly pushing forwards.
Yeah.
I don't know how
again,
that
I
was
think...
for you guys, but me as a rifleman, that was just fun to keep going and keep having the steady threat. It wasn't like the risk of suddenly getting overwhelmed. It was just a steady threat of here's a squad, let's move on it. Here's a squad, let's move on it.
Friendly fire was a bit of a issue.
At that one trench, then... yeah.
Oh no, it was the one when we hooked up with third squad when we literally got fully wiped.
Oh yeah, we got shot by friendlies.
Yeah, I
from
know.
behind.
I actually did notice this, Nevsky. When I came to, I didn't see any third squad around. I saw tracers coming over from the back of us, hitting Germans, and as soon as I I pretty much got up, kind of like waved more or less at them like fucking safety dance, turned around to shoot a German, and I actually got plinked by a Mosin.
I think it's generally some new guys in third and fourth and stuff.
Because I mean, I know like
Me and Kamazov, I'm pretty sure both of us got shot from behind as well. Like he jumped out of the trench and was trying to lay down next to me behind the trench line.
Yeah.
Like there were no angles for the Germans to hit us, and then we both got plinked.
Well, when I came to, right, when Ned was hit and you were hit, when I came to a little bit down the line, there was a German rifleman that did manage to eventually flank, but he only pushed up as I came to. Then another one started flanking the back of me to where one of the other trench lines were. That was the only 2 Germans that had actually pushed on our position. I killed both of them, stood up, done the dance, and then got shot.
How did myself and Noskov do with squad leading today? For whatever parts you did see us instead of not being dead.
I mean, the organizer are going through the woods. I mean, it went really well. Just the fucking one squad in that AO, and then the whole thing with the fucking mines and all that other shit. Just
I mean,
Nevsky, put it this way: if it wasn't for you and Noskov, I wouldn't still be here.
oh, thank you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, the sound of your voice and whistle did guide me through like 150 meters of forest with someone on my back.
Oh yeah, that bit there. Yeah, because what happened? I'll tell you what happened there. Obviously, we got the orders from Georgie over the radio, fall back to the town. So we're like, okay, we'll head south, fall back to the town. Then he got the orders, fall back to meeting point 1. So obviously that's to the east. And obviously that was with urgency. They said, the squads there were falling back. So we went there urgently. I told everyone to run, and only 3 people followed me because obviously by that point we were splitting up. Got there, and as we were getting there, we saw the tank drive away and like 2 trucks and a medic truck all go back to town, and we were just left there by ourselves. And yeah.
How would people say this compares to? Because a lot of you guys have got past experiences with armor. How would you say, on average, a 5th Guards op compares? Would you say the average is better than this, or around this?
For organization and execution, from me leaving the 3rd Rangers to come to here, the 3rd Rangers organization is actually at peak performance. Like, I mean, it's fair enough. Like, the 5th Guards, it's new and upcoming, and there is going to be things that will have to get tweaked. But I definitely think the things with radios and making sure all that's squared away before actually going ahead with an op, I think that's something that definitely needs to get battered on the head.
I mean, the thing is,
in all honesty, like me and Mark, obviously, we do the stuff with the rats, and that is straight up wrangling tards.
Oh fuck yeah!
Like not even like cutting everything down. It is wrangling tards. We've got 10 to 20 guys who barely even follow orders. They can't get anything fucking achieved. But at the same time, a lot of the time, their organization is better than this.
Yeah.
My opinion, squad organization is good. Like, a squad on their own is good organization. I think it's just we need to figure out the communication between squads, because one thing which you gotta remember, and it's one thing that's hindering us, is it is World War II, and you can't give everyone a radio, which is a downside. But also we need to figure out what's actually kind of going on.
So,
because
Nevsky's heard my points on this. I don't know if you're going to bring those up with other people. I think I've said enough, and I don't want to keep banging on the same fucking drum.
That's all right. Yeah, I mean, that is valid points. My brain's melting, so yeah, go ahead.
Are you still recording for the posterity?
Of course.
I can just highlight the exact reason as to why I rage quit in the last 10 minutes, as we were fleeing back across the open countryside, and I was apparently the only person engaging the Germans, and I'm being told not to engage the Germans. There was like where we first got hit and then got the order to retreat. 50 meters away, the other side of the berm, there was a squad rushing us. So I dumped every single round of PPSH that I had left, threw 2 grenades over the hill, and then helped the medics drag the wounded back into the open ground, which is a great idea. And then in the middle of that, I asked Ned to drop his Mosin, because the whoever it was on the DP wasn't listening to me, that 50 meters away we had Germans shooting at us. I then took his rifle to take out 2 more gunners that were aiming up at our medics, but I get told off for shooting at the Germans. And then, the tank that rolls up and turns its arse to the Germans has a Panzerschreck or Panzerfaust, whatever it was. I could fucking see him 50 meters away lining up. So I shoot him and get told off for shooting at the Germans.
Oh god!
And then we start falling back over. We start falling. I don't know. One of the. It wasn't.
Take it as a grain of salt. I know who said it to you as bait. Take it as a grain of salt. He's not with our squad. He's with a complete different squad.
I think the problem here is
also bait's been in the unit ages, and you got to remember a lot of people who are officers for a while. You got. People are exceptions, and you guys are exceptions, but a lot of Krasnos are tards, like impressively stupid.
I'll say here the squad leads aren't trained. They're not to say they're promoted through nepotism, but they're promoted through being like. I was only. Longest. Yeah, pretty much. I was only promoted because I think I was the best person from the squad. This squad when I was promoted, there was only like 3 people left. Noskop's been here longer than me. Sometimes I think he'd do a better job at squad leading than me, but I'm more than glad that he's my second in command and can back me up whenever I need it. Yeah, I mean, I do think, not that I want to say it, but squad leads need to be trained. I don't know, just like, they're not necessarily bad. They've all like got armor skills, you know, in quotations. But there's, I don't know. I hate saying things like this.
I think
but
patience with other because I outrank people in second squad and third squad and fourth. Well, not some people in fourth, but I'm not going to go around ordering them. I think people with the higher ups need to be careful when ordering other people what to do to a certain extent.
Also, I think
the
his,
reason
his
people
idea,
listen to
you guys
order-
were trying to avoid getting blown the fuck up by something. So his idea might have been trying to like stay down or something, not attract attention. But I will say I was controlling the guy with the Panzerfaust, and you jump scared me. I didn't think you guys could see me.
You're welcome.
Like you hit me in the head. I folded. Like
That makes me feel good.
I don't have anything else to say. If you want to say anything, obviously you always DM me. It's late. A lot of people aren't. You can go. This is over. I've got to get to a debrief and shout at other officers, and by shout I mean listen to them shouting at each other. Thanks for coming.